So, dear students, today we learn about basic geometrical terms like point, line segment, line, ray, intersecting lines, and parallel lines. So, let's start with our first option, point. A point determines a location. So, by this figure, we can get it perfectly. So these are, you can see that there are 1, 2 and 3 points, dot like structures are there. Those are known as points. Points are basically used to locate a place on a plane. So in this is a exemplary figure. This is, you can see, this is the figure of, this is a picture of our country, India. So there are a number of red colored dots are there, which we can denote as the points. So what is these red colored dots? In fact, exactly, they are locating the different places of our country. So if we will define the point, then in a very easy way we can say that it is usually denoted by capital letters A, B, C. So as I told you that points are usually denoted by capital letters. So whenever you will name a point, you will write those, name those with any of the English alphabet. It may be you, if on your choice you can use P, Q, R, S, X, Y, Z. So anything you can use, but remember that the points are always capital. The name of the points will be always in capital letter. So points, so these are some of the example of the points. The tip of a compass, the sharpened end of a pencil, the pointed end of a needle, all these are the example of points. So in our next part we'll see line segments. So what is a line segment? A straight line which joins two points is known as line segment. In this figure you can see there is a black structure, black straight line. This is known as line segment. So in a line segment there are two points, two ending points. That is, we can know, as I already told you, that points will always be named after the capital English alphabet. So we can name this line segment as A, B. Here A and B are the two end points or terminal points of this line segment. So we can say AB line segment. We can name this line segment as AB line segment, and in a form, in a mathematically term, we can write it AB. There, AB, there is a short line on the above. This is the uh, line denotes the line segment. The short line structure over AB denotes the line segment. So wherever, if this type of figure will be there, then we can say this type of figure. You can see here. So wherever this type of figure would be there, then we can say that this is AB line segment. Or what we can write down AB, as these are the two figures, the two endpoints A and B. So we can write it AB, or we can also write it as BA, and we can name it as BA line segment also. So both are vice versa. So this is a figure. You can see this is a rectangle, and A and B are the two points on the rectangle, and this line connects A point and B point. So here AB is a line segment. Here another example which we can see, that if we will take a thread and we will pick on your hand, then the 2 points on your hand, two hands, are also can be denoted as the 2 points of the line segment. Here are some examples of line segment. Edge of a box, a tube light, the edge of postcard. What do you mean by edge? Edge is this, you can see, let me show you what are the edges. So here the line, this is known as edge. Here in this tube light, uh, sorry, this is known as edge. Here in the postcard, this is known as edge. So all these are, because these are the straight lines are the, in fact, in my here we can draw, I'm not able to draw the straight line, but the figures you can see, this figure is in a straight line. If in your tube light also at your home you can find out the tube light, these all are, you can find out these all are the straight lines. So this is also the one of the example of line segment. Then we'll see what is the shortest route from A to B. Here is a picture is there. In this picture you can find out A is a point and B is another point. So if we have to find out the distance from A to B, then what do you think? Which will be the shortest distance? Of course, it will, the shortest distance is A to B. So in this case, if we will find out any at your home, you can also do it by your own level to find out whether is it correct or not, and you will find out that the A to B will be the shortest distance. So what we can say from this figure, that the shortest distance between any two points is the distance of the line segment, or the length of the line segment is the shortest distance between the two points. So we can write down this shortest join point A to B, that is including A and B, shown here is a line segment. The point A, and here is a point A and here is the point B, these are known as the end points of the segment, end points of the segment. So next we will see about the another figure that name the line segment in the figure 4.2. This is the figure 4.2, and there are A, this is two line segments are there, AB and AC. So which is the common point? Here the common point is A. A is the common point between AB and AC. In AB there are two end points are there, one is A, one is B. Like this, in AC line segment, one point is A, wherever another end point is C. So let's see, find out the end points of each line segment. We have already discussed that in AB line segment the end points are A and B, wherever in AC line segment the end points are A and C. Is there any common endpoint? Of course there is common endpoint, and the common endpoint is A. Next we'll see about line. What is a line? So line, here you can see a figure that in the both, here what is the difference, can you find out? If you will see that in line segment there was no arrow mark in both the sides, but in line there are both, here is arrow mark, another here is also, in both the ends there are arrow mark. What exactly denotes? It says that the line is not limited, the line can be extended in both the ways, in both the directions. So that is the main difference between a line and a line segment, that the line segment doesn't extends either any of the direction, whereas a line can extend in both the direction. And so how can we write down the line? So let's see that here is AB is a AB, so we can name the line by using any of the 2 points on the line. Here A is a point and B is another point, so we can write down AB is a line. So let's see the properties of a line. A line through 2 points A and B is written as AB. As we have already discussed, in the line segment we can denote as a line segment on that name. Here thus equally in the same pattern, if AB is a line, then we have to give a both side arrow mark figure on the above of the naming, so that it can denote it that okay, AB is a line. If this type of both side arrow structure would be there, then you have to get understand that okay, this is a line. But if there will be no arrow in both the sides, then it will be a line segment. So another property of a line is it extends indefinitely in both directions. As I already told that the line segment can be extended in both the directions. So what is exactly that mean? That if we will find out the length of a line segment, that's quite impossible. Why? Because the line segment can extend in both the directions, so there is no specific length of a line segment, but whereas we can measure a line. So this will be a difference between a line and line segment, that we can measure a line segment whereas we can't measure a line. Line is not having any specific length. It contains a countless number of points. Okay, countless number of points means, as we have already known from the point that the any line segment, whatever, all are contains a number of points. But in line segment, as we able to measure it, so there are, we can say there are specific number of points, but whereas AB cannot be measured, means AB line or any of the line cannot be measured, hence there are a countless number of points. So 2 points are enough to determine a line. We can say 2 points determine a line. Okay, so already I have told you that here in the example you can say here the point is A, here is B. So we can name this figure as AB line. Sometimes what happens, the line can also be denoted or named by a small capital, sorry, small alphabet, English alphabet. That is, here you can see, we can say it AB is a line, or also we can say this is L line. L is in a italic form, you can see. So like this also we can name the line with a single English alpha, small alphabet, in fact single alpha, small alpha. This is, here it is L. So let's see. So this is another line. Here, what is the name of this line? Of course, you must be known that this is the PQ line. So the above figure is that of a line PQ, written as PQ, and here there is a both side arrow mark is there, which says that it is a line. Sometimes a line is denoted by letter L, M, P, or any of the English alphabet in a small form. So remember, if we will use the both the points, then we have to write down in capital, and we have to give on a both side arrow mark, or otherwise also we can write down line L, line M, line P, like this. Okay. So here we can see that PQ, or we can also name it as a line M. Any of the English alphabet we can use also. So next we will see, we already have discussed point, line segment and line. Then our next is ray. What is ray? So ray is almost all same with line, but what is the main difference between a line and a ray is the line can be extended in both the direction, but a ray can extend it in a single direction. So a ray is having a initial point, but there is no ending point. A ray is a portion of a line. It starts at one point called the starting point or initial point and goes endlessly in a direction. So there is no ending point. So again, as because it is not having any ending point, so in ray case also we cannot measure any ray, and it also contains a countless number of points. So this is a figure of ray. Here we can see that here there is a starting point, and here starting point is A, and here we can figure out with B, but B is not the ending point because this is a ray. You can see there is a arrow mark here, so there is no ending point, and but we can write down AB. This is as a ray AB. So we denote it by AB, and as we have already previously have discussed that in the line segment there will be a small line segment, in line there will be line. So like that in ray, on the by for naming AB we have to denote it as with a small ray. So in the ray structure we have to, whenever we are putting a ray, so we have to take a note that the initial point, or the starting point will be always first, then after the point in which direction the ray continues, we have to write down that in the second one. As here in this AB, A is the initial point and B is a another point in the direction of continuity. So we can write down, we denote it by AB. Suppose if I will say that if in case of A and here in case of B, so suppose it will be without, it will be not A, and this point would be B, and here this is not B, this point would be A, then how can we write down this line? We denote this ray would be B, please. Okay, so this type we can write up. Suppose it will be B point and this will be A point, then we have to write it as a BA. I hope that you are clear with this. So let's go to the next part. So now we'll see the difference between line segment, line and ray. So a line segment has two endpoints, whereas a line has no endpoint and it goes indefinitely in both the direction. And in case of ray, a ray is a part of a line that has one endpoint and goes on indefinitely only one in only one direction. We have already discussed about this one. You can measure the length of a line segment. In case of line, you cannot measure, and in case of ray also you cannot measure the ray. So these are the figures. This is line segment having there are both end points are here, so there is no arrow mark in either of any direction, so this is line segment. In line case, there are both the side there are arrow marks, and in ray case there is one side arrow mark. So this is the main difference between a line segment, line and ray. I hope that you will not get confused between a line segment, line and ray, because in coming classes, whenever in the, because this is, as the name suggests, this is the basic geometrical step. So you have to remember all these things, because all these things will be required in your higher classes or in the next lessons also. So let's go to the next one. Next we'll see what is, we have already completed lines, so now we'll see the what are intersecting lines. So when two or more lines cross each other in a plane, they are called intersecting lines. Here in the slide also you can see this type of figure. These are the lines, there are numerous lines are there and which are crossing each other. So if two or more lines, here there are number of lines are here. Here you can see number of lines are there and they are crossing each other at a different points. So when two or more lines cross each other, they are called intersecting lines. So here all the lines are known as the intersecting lines because they are crossing each other. The intersecting lines share a common point and is called the point of intersection. Here in this case you can see here there is a common point. So we'll see the figure now. Here you can see this is the P line and this is a Q line, and point of intersection we can, here this is the point. So this is known as point of intersection. Can also be, as I already told, the point is always been named with a capital letter. So in this case the point of intersection is O. Here is two lines and here are multiple number of lines are there. You can say how many lines are here? 1 2 3 4. 1 2 so 4 lines are here. Am I correct? Yes. 1 2 3 4 lines are here. So 4 lines are intersecting each other on a common point. So here is, no, P is known as the point of intersection. Here the point of intersection is O, whereas here the point of intersection is P, this one. The red dot is there. Okay. Next we'll see parallel lines. So very simple one. Parallel lines are non-intersecting lines. Previously we have discussed in intersecting lines, means if two lines will intersect each other, then it is known as intersecting lines. The opposite one is parallel lines. If two lines will never intersect with each other, then those are known as the parallel lines. So here it is given parallel lines are non-intersecting lines. Parallel lines can never meet. They are always at the same distance from one another. This is called the distance between two parallel lines. We will see with a figure. Here there are a number of figures are here. Look here, this is a line, this is a line, and both the distance between these two lines are always equal. So these are known as the parallel lines. And here there is three figures, three pair of parallel lines. This is one, this is two, this is three. So this is the example, real example from our day-to-day life, that which is the example of parallel lines. This is the railway track, and there are the notebooks, the lines of your notebooks, and you can the zebra crossings on the road. These all are the example of parallel lines. So if we will see it here, this is the A and this is B, and this is A and B are parallel with each other. By figure you can see that this is both the distance of both the lines are having distance at each and every place, they are having same distance. So this is known as the distance between two parallel lines. Here the distance between two parallel lines, if you will find out with, or if you will measure on a scale, then you can find out the distance at each and every point are same. So always remember that the distance between two parallel lines are always equal at every point. If two lines AB, CD are parallel, we write AB line parallel to CD line. This is no symbol. This is the symbol of parallel. AB with two vertical lines, AB parallel CD. Like that, if two lines L and M are parallel, we write L parallel to M. So now we'll see some, this is the practice time. So this is a figure, you can see these are a number of lines are there and number of points are there. So let's see what, using the figure name 5 points. Can we find out points? I hope you can. Okay, let me solve for you so that you can do other exercises very good, uh, in a better way. So here are 5 points: B, O, C, E, and D. These are the 5 points. A line. Which is a line here? DB. DB is a line here. We can also name it as BE. If someone will write down BE line, it is also correct. If someone will write BO line, this is also correct, because this is the line, because there are two arrow marks on both the ends. So as I already told, the line can be named with any of the 2 points on it. So here are 4 points are on this line, BOED. So we can name it as BD or BE or BO or OE or OD, anything like that. 4 rays. So here are 4 rays. How can we know that? So if we will see that 4 rays, O is the starting point, OB is a ray, OC is a ray. This is another O. There is no naming. Suppose we will name it as, let me name it, because by mistakenly there is no naming here. So suppose we'll give a point here and we'll name it as, let me name it as P. So okay, so here we can write down that this is also another 4 ray, OB, OC, OD, and OP. Okay, 5 line segments. So what is the 5 line segment? Uh, 5 line segment to find out. So line segment, as I told, there are the two ending points would be there. So here we can say DE, EO or OE, OC, OB, and semi, which one will be the another line segment, and OP. Okay, so here there will be a confusion, there might be a confusion, sir, that OB is already we have denoted as a ray, then how can we write down again OB as a line segment? Dear students, just remember that whenever we will write down OB as a ray, then after we will give a ray symbol on it, on above of the OB, so that it is ray, that denotes that the OB is extending in the towards the direction of B endlessly. But wherever we are writing OB as a line segment, we will give a line segment sign on above the OB, so that we can know that okay, O and OB is a line segment, and it cannot be extended further. Okay. Let's see another figure. This is a straight line. Name the line given in all possible ways, choosing only two letters at a time from the four given. So, name the line given in all possible. We have to name the line in all possible way. How can we write down the line? AB line, BC line, BD line, CD line. So, number of possibility. AD line, we can say, if we will start from AD, AB, AC, AD, then BC, BD, BA, okay, like that. CB, CA, CD, then we can set a DA, DB, DC. So like this, we can find out, name it in a number. But remember that whenever we are we are writing this as a line, we have to give the symbol, we have to denote it by the symbol of line. That's very important. Otherwise, there AB can also written as a line segment, AB can also written as a line. So the main thing is that how we are writing it. Remember always to give the symbol, denote symbol, the symbol of line wherever you are writing a line, or symbol of a line segment wherever you are writing a line segment. This is another figure. Use the figure to name line containing point E. This is for you. You will write down these figures. Line passing through A, line on which O lies. So you have to write this, you have to draw this figure on your notebook, and you have to write down the answers on your notebook. Two pairs of intersecting lines, you have to find out that what are the two pairs of the intersecting lines in this figure. So this is completely for you. I am not going to answer all these things. If there will be any doubt, on next class we will make it clear. So on our next class we will see curves, polygons, and angles. So thank you. Till then, please make it practice, and we will again meet in the next class. Thank you all.